presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the London Black Knights. Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start the drive with Harris. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run again with Harris. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Thanks to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop, We ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The 40, the 20, 10. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Washington now brings this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Okay, from the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
Steelers 14, Black Knights nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Washington now brings this out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard
line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's got some space here. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. And the slot man goes in motion left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. David Ojabo able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down carry for Harris. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving a guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Steelers first down.
And they run with Harris off the option. And they'll get this down to the 10. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. It's Jackson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there, because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does, and delivers a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
No, we changed it. Yeah.
Again, Jackson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Black Knights are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
2nd and 4.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, pass. Buffalo 18. 18,
They'll drop to throw. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Washington now brings this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff run. He's got a man, complete. And they rattle off a big one, 41 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second and 5. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Black Knights 13.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. George Pickens. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now the try here for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Steelers 29. Black Knights 13.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Washington now brings this out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Jackson on first down. He's got him in, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Black Knights are able to cut into that deficit. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Black Knights, 19.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run again with Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
An option handoff given to Harris.
Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They hand this off to Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. No doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And the lead will hold at 10. A lot of times, Charles, when you see guys miss easy ones like this, you can attribute a lot of that to the sharp angle.
You sure can. You've got to shift your aim a little left or right. And here, he just kicks this one straight on, and it doesn't have enough cut to it, so it winds up off the upright.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Jackson on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. And it's a first down.
Another check.
And they run with Harris off the option. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
First down, and they go back to Harris.
A gain of 3, second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18. 18, 5 here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Touchdown! George Pickens saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Washington now brings this out. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Ready.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
7 Pirates. Alert. Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Completes this one to Pickens. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody.